Tonight, somebody take us here. Let's sing along this song. In one, let's go.
Very good evening, everyone. At least for the last time of the day, a very good evening. Break and Finish Live YouTube. Now, what has been a 10-team competition for the day has narrowed into the last 4. We're having 3 of the 3 Mchana teams qualifying into the semi-finals, and that is more sign of the dominance of the Mchana family over the rest of Kenyan pool. Yes, it is what it is. The teams were 10. The teams were 10. part 4 have qualified into the semi-finals. These guys may need video evidence here. Taken by the drip. Now, before I could even get done with the introduction of the match, there has been already video evidence needed in this one. This frame that is being played by the Mchana Morans Patrick Mwangi, we call him VP. There is another frame happening on the same table between Rollins Ocheng of the Money team, and he seems to be taking on the Mchana Morans Noah Etabo Flash Boys. We are having two tables. I will be flipping the camera in between the two tables every time that I can, so that you get to watch as many players as possible on both tables and as many frames as possible. After video evidence, the umpire did rule a foul. That is why VP has a chance to take the lead for the Morans for the first time in the match.
One Kisumu City. I remember good time tonight. I introduce to you our MC of the night, the MC Sunday tonight, alongside Amazing Sultano. That was my time. Until later tonight.
So sorry guys, we may view once the video because of heavily copyrighted music happening in the background. I may choose to delete it maybe a day or two after the streaming is done. But what is not changing is what seems like a pending fact that the Morans will be taking the lead through Kenyan international Patrick Mwangi. It is officially 1-0, but TMT could cancel that one out if Rollins Ocheng does win this ongoing frame. I think he's playing against Evans Kiprotich. We just call him Vans. Rollins will want to put yellow to the center pocket left, then black to the corner pocket at the top of the screen with a normal roll as he gets it on target. Should be 1-1 this one in a second or so. Rollins defeats Vans, the Morans 1 and the Money team 1. Now the Money team are largely a local team of players, some from here in Kisumu, others from other areas in Western Kenya as far as Kakamega, managed jointly by Nafiz Kara and Evans Okacha, while the Morans are coming all the way from Nairobi, of course managed by Chairman GNM. This is frame number 3. being played between Kevin Yegon of the Mchana Morans, and he's taking on
everybody say, your time. Say,
I'm sorry, this is Brian Kiptalam checking on Kevin Yegon. Well, there is another frame that is starting. I'll be showing you as much of 360-degree coverage as possible. That is Nafiz Kara. That guy is taking on Evans Kiprotich. The guys donning the black are the players of the Mchana Morans, while the guys donning the white, the black dressed guys are the Money team, while the white dressed guys are the Mchana Morans.
we got to move your body right now. Let's go, everybody.
The last time out that the Morans participated in a comp this big, it was played at Mchana Papan Grill in Nairobi. They surprised everybody. They won it. It had 8 teams. There was one from Mombasa, about 5 from Nairobi, and I think 1 or 2 from Eldoret. From Nakuru or something as well. One from Kasarani. The Morans won it, and they defeated the Knights in the final. And it was a full-strength Knights team. And of the 3 Mchana teams, the Morans come into the competition as the team in form. Here is one of them, Evans Kiprotich. Is born and bred in this area, that is Western Kenya, in the district that is called Kitale. When he moved into the city of Nairobi to further his team career when he was signed by the Mchana Morans. Nowadays, some kind of international, also a member of the Kenya national team. He was part of the team that represented at the African Ultimate Pool Championships. And the Kenyan team came 5th out of about 12 teams, perhaps 16, I'm sorry, that were participating. And that was a very respectable feat. In the last tournament in which he participated in the singles, the Tawi Open in Kitale, very earlier last year, he was one of the best performing Kenyans. He reached the round of last 8.
Shika glasi kidogo. Put your glasses up in the air. Everybody say.
Now this is Nafiz Kara. He has Indian blood in him. He was resident in Uganda from just about 2009 up to just prior to COVID. In fact, he played and learned pool with the Ugandan team that was called Capital Night Pool Club. He was living with his mother, who very sadly passed on just around 2019. And then, in order to change location, of course, to try and change about some memories, he crossed the border into Kenya, particularly into the city of Kisumu. Of course, the pool person he is, he started the biggest club within the region. It is called the Rakatak Pool Club. And he is now the director of that club. He's the boss of players like Brian Kiptalam, amongst others. In fact, this Money team is some kind of Rakatak team. And here is its player director, who is missing and missing bigly.
Say 1, 2, 3.
As we get to watch Kevin Yegon, who could grasp the lead for the Morans again. If you can sink the black into now the corner pocket at the top right of the screen. Has to be careful with the cue ball. Of course, it's played into the red. That's if he's not on target and red is sunk. He puts black. White played into the red, but into safety. The Morans lead by 2 frames to 1. Thanks for watching. Jakalas is asking where they are playing from. We are at Berlin Lounge in Kisumu City in Western Kenya. Watching the first semi-final of the team event. It has been 10 teams participating, all of them from Kenya, but from a very big area, from the chunk of Kenya, almost every region represented. At this is the main pool playing regions. Nairobi County, and then a team from Trans Nzoia, a team from here in Kisumu, as well as Nakuru. Vans on the Reds. NAF, as we call NAF, is on the yellows. For Vans, the expectation is to let NAF step on the table for the Morans to try and increase their lead. It is just outright race to 13. The first team to 13 qualifies into the final to wait for their fate. They could take on either the Mchana Gladiators or the Mchana Knights, and that match is happening as well in what is the second semi-final.
So nice to meet you super tonight. Great. You're Nakula.
Now the idea for Vans is to put red to the center pocket right, then draw the cue ball backwards into the black or the yellow close to the black. If it does happen, he could win the frame and win it now and increase his lead. But first, play white into the black house, successful, very successful, into the yellow close to black in what has been the best shot of the course of the match so far. He's expected to sink the black into the corner pocket at the base of the table on the right in what will be the Morans increasing their lead through the kid born in Kitale, now in Kisumu, via Nairobi and Port Black. White is safe. Morans 3 and the money team 1. Jesus Christ. So do what? Come on. It is 3 frames to 1 as a matter of reminder. Now this is the money team's Boniface Karanja.
Everybody see? I like you.
Things are starting to get out of hand for them. They will not want to let the lead of the Morans go. Remember, it's not just about trying to win the match. There's a little bit of beef between the teams, and maybe for the neutrals who will want at least one team that is not part of the Mchana family to make it into the final, and that team can only be the money team.
We're outside and we don't give a fuck. Trust me.
And
Everybody say
Boniface is taking on Ryan Simiyu of the Mchana Morans.
what did we get? Can I talk the donuts tonight? We're outside here.
And there is a frame that could end earlier. It is Rollins Ocheng of the money team. He's coming from the city of Eldoret, LD, where he's born. Recruited into the money team by Nafiz Kara. He probably may really have wanted to play white round the black. He didn't want the contact between white and black. Black is still portable nonetheless with a little more ease. He's looking at maybe a chance to put it into the center pocket on the right in a direct shot. Maybe he may go corner pocket. He goes for the center pocket and misses. He may have played black a little. I did have a relative big network glitch, guys. Please accept my apologies. You missed 2 frames. And the news I'm giving is that both of those frames were won by the Morans.
Push your hands up.
and they made the score
Hands up in the air, everybody.
3 frames apiece before
Welcome, Coach.
the Knights led again. Now it is 4 frames to 3.
I want to leave it. I want to leave it. In Africa.
Now Patrick Mwangi will get to break this ongoing frame. I'll be showing you as much of it, but every time I can, I will be flipping the camera to the frame on another table. And remember, we are playing the rest to 13, maximum 30 minutes. We shall have this one done to completion. Pretty much a rest to 7 on one table, and 7 frames have been played, 3 on one and 4 on another.
Everybody say, hello. If you got to hear this song, Susanna watches. Somebody loves you. Wachana na vitu unaonaga kwa TV.
It's a continuation of the frame between VP and ST. And it will be so sad if the Morans start losing the grip on the match. And I want to beg your pardon, guys. It is 4 frames to 3, not in favor of the Morans. The lead is being enjoyed by the money team. For whatever reason they gave themselves the money team, maybe they come for the money. And one of the guys assigned with taking the money is ST. They are starting to get their groove. They are starting to maintain a grip on the match. We could see a team from Western Kenya making it into the final. It doesn't happen all the time because the team events are dominated so much by Nairobi and in particular by the 3 Mchana teams. That is the Knights, the Gladiators and the Mchana Morans. Now there is a 4th team that has been born from the Mchana team, but that one is still only pending if. Otherwise, these 3 are the ones that are most active, and they are all into the semi-finals. And the neutrals will want a final that will involve the money team, simply not to have an all Mchana final, and it is understandable from the neutral perspective. And the only team that can stop that is the Morans. If they can win this match, then it will be an all Mchana final for the Morans to take on either the Gladiators or the Knights. And their semi-final is happening, just by the way. Here comes VP as Patrick Mwangi is called, as he takes on ST. There's another frame that is happening between Brian Simiu of the Morans. He's taking on Nafiz Kara of the money team. In conjunction with Tumekucha. It was very good decision making, very good game reading for VP to have 1 yellow slice of another big lead. He knew that if he had played slow, the one that's lead off the other would be somewhere packed near that corner pocket at the top side of the table. And it's the nice game reading that could see him win the frame to equalize for his team in the semi-final. Again, there has been a miss. And how the players and some fans of the Morans are celebrating that miss as though their player AC himself has spotted black. And as VP blocks some of your side, you can be watching what could be the final moments of yet another frame that is being played between Brian Simiyu and Nafiz Kara.
Shout out to all the beautiful ladies tonight, all the lovers tonight. You know,
this match is really delivering. We are watching good shot after another. Here comes another of them, a certain Mr. Brian Simiyu, who is now widely expected to be equalizing for the Mchana Morans. Putting the last red on the table to the corner pocket, the base, drawing the cue ball bigly backwards, very good pinpoint accuracy by Simiyu, who will be potting black, and there is our equalizer. It is 4 frames a piece. In a match that is played with all the tightness, we could again see the Morans taking the lead. They at one time led by 3 frames to 1. They lost 3 frames in a row, and we saw the Mani team lead by 4 frames to 3. Since then, the Morans have equalized. They could now take the lead, but they could not. I think that is the 3rd time in the match that VP is missing when relatively very unexpected. This is supposed to be one of the more dependable players in an already dependable Morans team. And here comes ST once again. I have to admit, I love his composure, and most especially under pressure, at the time when composure is needed the most. Another frame is in the meantime happening between Bernard Langat of the Mani team and is taking on Noah Etabo of the Mchana Morans. Coming closer to victory and regaining the lead of the match is ST. The cue ball is just not good enough. He just positioned it at almost the only place on the table where he did not want it. And for a realistic chance of potting red, he will opt to come off the top cushion. Then for the cue ball to come all the way bottomwards, and fairly speaking, it is a realistic shot. At the very least, he should find the red. He will be finding it. He seems to be potting. Yes, he will. Maybe not only will he pot, he may as well be winning the frame. And yes, he does. Look at the celebrations of the Mani team as led by their player manager Nafiz Kara. 5 frames to 4. It is the Mani team in the lead. And this frame is between Bernard Langat. He's taking on Noah Etabo, the guy that is on table for the Morans. As a matter of nickname, we just call him Flash Boy. So for the course of the frame, I'll be referring him as Flash Boy. I'm not so certain whether we will be having time out or not. I think we will not, because another frame is on the verge of starting. It's going to be played, I think, between Brian Simiu of the Morans, who should be taking on Brian Kiptalam of the Money team in a frame of the Bryans. Here comes Bernard Langat. He may have to play some kind of safety, may play the cue ball into both yellows, which is what he does. He got close to potting both, which he did not. I don't think he'll be disappointed in the result of his shot. He, however, has a problem yellow ball, the one that is in between two reds at the top end of the table. There goes the blunder. But you just get a feeling the frame will be won by the player of the two, who will manipulate that situation of a yellow that has two reds at either sides. The one who will play that situation in their favor in a frame that is now being played more in the mind. And there goes Flash Boy. I don't think he intended to pot, but his red just lacked a little bit of power. And will Bernard pot? Yes, he will. He may want to win the frame now. If he puts the yellow near red to the side pocket on the right, with success, if he draws the cue ball backwards, he could be in business. He opts to start with the packed yellow first. He will be playing the yellow to the center pocket last. That is a shot of redemption. And clearly the lead of the Money team could be extended to 2 by Bernard Lagat. Potting yellow to the center pocket right, throwing white ball beautifully leftwards. Pretty much accurate cue ball for the black. To the side pocket left. They know the Money team that they are taking the lead. They know they are winning this frame. They know that Flash Boy is no more. They know that Lagat is winning the frame. Another frame has been won by Brian Kiptalam. In fact, Bernard played as celebrations for the frame that was played by Kiptalam was being won. Maybe that even hampered his ability to pot. Maybe he's affected by somewhat experience. When there are celebrations in the arena, you let them pass because you need your mind in sync with your body before you take a shot. Remember, the score is 6 frames to 4. Hold on, as Flash Boy survives. A narrow escape. 1 more centimeter of movement would have gotten the cue ball sunk. He simply has to be on target. Sometimes center pocket balls are tricky, most especially given the pressure. That's why he goes for the corner pocket, and very successful is Flash Boy. And they know, the Morans, that this one is their frame to win or lose. A little bit of arrogance, a little bit of confidence, even more of skill Flashboy is okay. Sporting Black to the corner pocket at the bottom of the screen. In frame number 11, it is now Morans 5 and the Money Team
Everybody say
now, as Brian Kiptalam, whatever tip is giving to his boss player, Nafiz is, remember, 6 frames to 5. Nafiz team, the Money Team, are leading, but the lead is only just. And Nafiz will be taking on Patrick Mwangi, VP. While another frame shall be happening between Noah Etabo Flashboy, who won the previous frame and is going to be taking on, I think it is Brian Kiptalam of the Money Team. As a matter of nickname, we just call him Lotto. Actually, in that frame, Etabo is taking on ST. I beg your pardon. Much human traffic at the venue. Please accept our apologies. The venue is full to capacity. These Kenyans really know how to eat life, how to eat money. It's a lot more than 1,000 people, and I'm very serious about that at the venue. They are just partying and drinking the night away. And those are the non-pool people. And the pool tables themselves, it's just about 300 to 400 people. Because the number of tables at the venue is 8. And on the 8, the 2 semi-finals are happening on 4 tables. And players, fans, well-wishers alike are praying for their teams, seated and standing around the tables, not even minding about their music. For them, their drug is this game. This game that has Patrick Mwangi going once again for the equalizer. He has so far been underperforming in the match. He's supposed to be one of the most dependable players on the Morans team, if not the most dependable. But what he's doing may be inconsequential, because look what ST is doing here. He could put both red and black the same side pocket on the left to extend the lead of the Money Team. Of course he will. The Money Team now 7. Those are the celebrations. And the Mchana Knights 5. Now this is Patrick Mwangi having to do it under a little bit more pressure. The pressure of a team that is down by 2 frames. He just can't afford to have the lead of the Money Team go to 3. But another frame should be starting anytime soon on another table that will be happening between Brian Lagat of the Money Team. I think he shall be taking on Kevin Yegon of the Mchana Morans.
What will I do? Come on, do it. My sister.
One of those few times when in the team game, the playing level of VP is very suspect on the day. And it doesn't come any worse than a semi-final. If the Morans find a way of winning this match, then the celebrations can start at Mchana Pub and Grill in Nairobi alongside Ngong Road, where their beautiful venue is located, because it will be victory for Mchana. After all, the second semi-final is between two Mchana teams, that is the Gladiators and the Knights. The only team that can stand in their way are the Money team. And as VP blocks our view, his teammate Kevin Yegon could win frame number 14. Most especially with this ball. If it is a pot, if he plays the yellow on target, and he may have a little problem of playing his opponent's red into the block, leaving the block somewhat a bad ball.
What you say? Come on, girl. So crazy. Everybody dress on your body on weed. Make yourself the party right now, ladies and gentlemen. JR is something. Yes, you're outside.
These guys really understand the team game. There is a lot more passion in this country about the team game than the singles, and understandably so. There are so many decent teams as they play and fight for one another, and this is one of them.
Thank you.
Without a doubt, the finest team that is coming from Western Kenya. Critical shooting, it has to be this. Of course, he must get the red on target. He clearly must. On target it is. Position of the block may be a little too tricky for Brian Langat. It can go into the corner pocket at the top of the table. The cue ball naturally is played at the opposite corner pocket. Maybe off cushion and off yellow, maybe in. Has to be very careful. I'm worried about the cue ball of Langat. The commentators curse. Hits Brian Langat, and the frame is won by the Morans 7 frames to 6. And can Nafiz Karab pull this one back?
Let me see you, my beautiful ladies, right now. Say, be prepared, be prepared, be prepared, aye. Wacha naongeleke bongo kidogo, sawa? Twende bongo kidogo. Now listen.
This one will be the slowest pace frame that has happened in the course of the match. Nafiz Kara and Patrick Mwangi have been playing out for maybe the last 12 minutes or so. Still, we don't have a win of this frame, but again, maybe it could be Patrick Mwangi. Sorry, it could be Nafiz Kara, who is on table right now with all what are 6 yellows to himself, with a pretty dead red that is so close to 2 yellows, and yet it is snookered entirely.
What are you drinking tonight? How much is money?
Maybe Mwangi may have to come off the cushions.
How much is money?
Maybe off the right cushion.
If your boyfriend is rich, make some fucking
It has to be either 2 or 3 cushions. There is a chance of finding the red. That is off the left cushion, then the bottom cushion, then maybe into the red direct. It is a foul.
What are you drinking tonight? It's got to be some Hennessy.
And if Nafiz will win the frame, he must go for it now. Not bad the positioned yellows at all. I don't blame him for playing the red for a free shot. He needed the keyboard, the red to be positioned a little bad, such that he can go for his frame, try to attack the yellows with all the confidence and all the vigor. He is the most experienced player on the team. That is the money team. Player, manager, sponsor, director, everything, with all the experience that he brought from Uganda when he played in the Ugandan League with the team that is called Capital Knights, and only crossed into Kenya a few years later. When such tragedy happens in your life, it always helps when you change location. And what an addition he has been to Kenyan pool. Nowadays he's Kenyan. Of course, though, he does have Indian blood in himself. He also speaks perfect Luganda, that is a Ugandan local language, very perfectly, very fluently, sorry. He is on the verge of extending the lead in a situation where we have 2 frames that could be concluded at just about the same time, with the Morans winning 1, but importantly, the money team winning another. Maybe before Nafiz Kara will be getting to play black, we shall look at one black which shall be played on the second table by a certain Mr. Evans Kiprotich. Going for black to the corner pocket at the left side of the table to equalize for the Morans. How good will it be? 7-7, 7-8. Being potted within a second or so, shared by the teams Morans 7 and the Money team 8.
Ready when you're ready, let's go.
So guys, the teams, as you can see them match out. We're having a 5 minutes timeout, and when they return we shall come back with the Morans needing to win 6 frames, while the Nets will need to win 5 out of the next 10 for the victory. As we head into the halftime interval, the last halftime interval of the day, it is 8 frames to 7, the Money team leading against the Morans.
Ladies, everybody say, come on, baby girl. Right now, put your hands up in the air, everybody. Weka maningo twende, sema. Hapa bali, hivi wewe ujioni? Aya, sema nami. Nasema nami. Unachezea, chezea. Hello, Asmani. Kuna watu wameenda Mombasa hapa ndani, si ndio? Weka midole juu ya hewa. Weka midole, sema. Kidudu gani? Ushapindilisha mwenzako. Kidudu tujiangalie. Cheal. Sema anafanya nini huyu? Tena
una sifa ya kuogopa kama kifenda dada. Umeua wengi kila kwa mume.
Aya, kwa sauti imba.
Mamae, sitaki mzikwenda kilo 2 kwenye mfuko. Mamae,
kuna watu tunategemewa kwa ndani.
kwa sababu yako dadae, ananimeama. Nikifa
katika familia na mimi nani anakutegemea? Rembo light skin kukua kifungu Chinja nanga ati kukua kifungu anakuwa tafuata Every niache unapita na dumu la petroli Every niache unapita na dumu la petroli Every niache semache unarambo sinamu Ujinga tu. Everybody say, unarambo, say, inamu. Ujinga tu. Bali, ninakuita kawe mwenda wazimu.
Nimepata habari wako unataka nini mauta.
Say. Weka kiuno nione twende nayo. Segere mama. Leoni Chea na Sunday. Okay, Chea twende. Vivian. Kuna watoto wameiva some praise for my brother. Big up yourself, praise the Lord. Yeah, outside. Suraya Kutu. Uzuri mama. Hey! Jama samule kumaua. Wacha tuongeze energy kidogo sawa. Twende.
There goes the equalizing frame. It is now 8 frames apiece. Officially, we have our race to 5. I'm just amazed at how much these people can party. That is the crowd that is not even concerned about what is happening on the table. Our focus is on the table. The frame that you are now watching is between Kevin Yegon of the Mchana Morans and he's taking on ST of the Money team. While another is also on the verge of starting now. I think it's between Bernard Langat of the Money team and is going to take on Evans Kiprotich. The score is 8 frames apiece and the match shall be won by the first team to 5 frames. Therefore, we are having a maximum of 9 more frames on 2 tables and then we shall have our day done to completion. The pressure of the moment may catch up with the Money team at exactly the wrong time of the match. You don't want it when you start losing your grip at the business end of the match. 8 frames apiece. Advantage, Yegon.
Everybody, let's go say.
This is not really Yegon. A frame like this sometimes Yegon will want to try to go for it. He's a very, very elaborative player. One of the most elaborative players, not just on the Morans team, in my opinion, in the whole of Kenya. But here he is showing us his other side of the game, the defensive side of Yegon. Someone asking which place is this again on the stream. We are at Berlin Lounge in Kisumu City in Kenya. Yegon making his grip on the frame even stronger. And ST will be responding to Yegon's safeties with safeties for himself, ST. So both frames happening on both tables are moving at the same exact speed, and it's understandable. This stakes are too high. Of course, all teams involved in the match are already in the money because the prize bracket is for the semi-finalists. But yes, trying to get yourself into the final when you are a team can mean to be so much. This is the Mchana Morans against everybody else. I know that all the other teams, 6 of them, they are in number. That is excluding the Knights and the Gladiators, who are the other members of the Mchana family. They will not want to see an all Mchana final. They will want to see, of course, one Mchana team, either the Knights or the Gladiators, who are playing out in the semi-final against the team that are the money team. But the Morans more than have what it takes to stop that from happening. They can win this match and can win it outright. They are the more troubled team, they are the more formal team. We have more international players in there. More players that have been part of the Kenya national team, and more players that have been to countries like Zimbabwe and most especially South Africa for about 3 weeks this year, playing competitions there, including the African Championships in Durban, as well as a tour of Cape Town a week later.
Wacha tumuimbie kwanza kabla tuendelee. Twende. Happy birthday. Say happy birthday. Say happy birthday dear. Happy birthday. What about the big duru? Sultan. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. If you're celebrating a birthday, make some funky noise. JR Finia.
Looks like the big fight may end up into ST taking victory of the frame, but the shot is playing. We have to be very consequential. He came close, but not close enough. And somewhat both offensive and defensive play. You give him credit even for that trial. And this he did position the one of the reds of Kelvin just a bit. The guy that you are looking at, for me, is the most talented Kalenjin playing pool. I'm joking. Kalenjins are very talented in all aspects of society. He needs the bank of the red off the cushion into the center pocket on the left where he's having his hands. If he gets that one, if he does, he just does not. And how fast ST is at coming to the table to play, he knows the chance can't be bigger. The yellow near the center pocket right will have to be played last. It moves the keyboard towards the top end of the table where there is the black. He has to get this one in. He just has to pot. He almost potted both balls. And the next shot, if he plays it poorly, he could get himself snookered. The yellow has to move, the keyboard has to move to the top end of the table. It moves there naturally, but has to be wary of the position of the red of Yegon, which is near that corner pocket. The keyboard mustn't be played into the red. There is a chance he could get himself snookered. He could as well put the keyboard. But here he comes. He has to be slow. He has to be precise. Again, the commentator's curse hits him. Snookered, he will be coming off the left cushion with the right English on the cue ball. He just may find the black, hoping to play the black by rail drive to the corner pocket, maybe off the red. That's what he's trying to do. Off the cushion, off the red, but off accuracy.
Give me the dance, everybody say, hey. Really, with a little really. Are you ready? Say 1, 2, 3, let's go. Bring it into Bamba.
Este will have himself to blame. He got a very big opportunity to win the frame. He didn't utilize it well. He's just at least successfully played the black into the cushion to make it difficult for Kevin to finish the frame in his current visit of the table. That is bravery, but most importantly, that is accuracy. Maybe Kevin is making up his mind to go for the frame now. The two reds portable easily, and the black not so much. A little top spin for the cue ball to follow the red almost all the way. He uses too much power, most especially off the cushion. He used both cushion and power. You do one of them, either use power or you use cushion, but too little power. Now he's going defensive, and defensive he is. Maybe Este will be going for the bank. Maybe he will be trying to play safe himself. It will not come easy. As we start off the last 9 frames of the match, and they can only be 9 if the match goes to the wire, to the decider. If it is 12-12 at one time, and then we have 1 frame to determine it all. The match time that they are using before shots are taken are evidence of pressure, the weight of expectation, how bad they want to lead their teams into the final. How good will this bank be? Very good. And the money team, congratulated by Evans and Nafiz, regain their lead. It is 9 frames to 8. But Evans Kiprotich has a chance to correct that. If he can win this frame, he's on the yellows, and his opponent from the money team, that is Bernard Lagat, is on the black. Evans has one problem, yellow. Maybe he'll be playing the cue ball into that yellow near the cushion to play it open and with power, and so he does. That's too much precision from one of the guys that are the new crop of Kenyan players that represent the best chance for Kenya to regain their status. They were the best playing nation in this sport just at the start of the years that were the 2000s, and then the Tanzanians took over between 2000 to around 2010. Nowadays the Ugandans are, the Kenyans are back to the drawing board, and with team pool that is happening together with singles, a number of good tournaments happening, and now there is a wealth of talent and so many well-talented players that are coming up. Now this one is one of them, Evans Kiprotich. Western Kenya is where he calls home, in one of the neighboring districts called Kitale, but nowadays resident in Nairobi to further his playing career. He's expected now to win this frame. Big expectation of him putting yellow to the side pocket right. Just leave the cue ball just around the same area where the yellow is, with a little cut of the black into the corner pocket at the base, and we will have another equalizer. But first, the yellow must go in. Here is the shot. And it's in. He has played the cue ball even better. He took the risk and played the top spin. He was still on target. And we are looking at what will be his equalizing frame, which is the last shot of the frame. And after 18 frames, now I can say that it is the Morans and the money team drawing 9 frames all. Hold on. No. Not you, Vans. Not when a frame is that crucial. Not when you're equalizing. Not you let down your team with all that kind of complacency. Simply focusing on the pot, not minding about the whites. The lead of the money team grows. It is 10 frames to 8. This frame is being played between the Mchana Morans, Brian Simiu, we just call him Brayo. He seems to be taking on Rollins or Cheng of the money team. We are fighting against GNM. Believe me, these players will take all the time when there's time to take. And I want to be sure, almost sure, that a frame that is only just starting now may have to end a little quicker, and we may focus the camera on a more quick frame that is happening between Brian Kiptalam, the guy for the money team. We call him Lotto. He seems to be taking on the Morans, Patrick Wangi. We call him VP. 10 frames to 8. Never mind that the scoreboard is not that clear. If Lotto gets this one right, it could be 11.
Come on, my baby.
This is the first time in the match, perhaps the second, that the money team, who last played when it was only 4 frames played, when it was 3-1, since then they have been fighting back and they have either been drawing or leading. Now the lead is 2. If somehow Kiptalam can win this frame, it will grow even bigger. But it may not again, because maybe the lead could be cut to 1, because now this is Brian Simiu Brayo on the verge of making it 9 for the Morans. He will be putting the last red on the table to the corner pocket at the top. He will be drawing the cue ball backwards, slightly backwards, and the rest is a formality. The frame that is being played between Brian and Kiptalam is the 20th, but in the 19th It is now the Morans. Oh no, not again, not again. But it will be the hardest way in which Rolling Sochang will have to win a frame. I don't even know what he's trying to do. If he plays the yellow, the cue ball may be played into the black. If black is potted, of course he loses the frame. He'll have to pot the yellow, draw the cue ball backwards, maybe off two cushions. Wonderful! My goodness! No wonder his boss is congratulating him even before the frame is won. Oh, not really. Maybe it was the camera angle that was deceiving me. Actually, he potted the 8 ball prematurely. It is now 10 frames to 9. Brian Kiptalam will be expected widely to be winning this frame by potting yellow to the corner pocket on the left with backspin. Cue ball moves at the bottom side of the table, exactly where he needs it. Perfect from Lotto. Simply call him Kisumo's finest for a reason. He's one of very few players that are having home advantage all to themselves. Born and bred in Kisumu, he's playing from home. Potting the last yellow on the table, moving the cue ball a bit close to the black, off two cushions. The first Kenyan player ever to defeat Chandiga Caesar in a major African competition could lead his team to have an 11th. If he sinks the black, the Kisumu best team will need to win just 2 out of the remaining 5 to take victory home. And he does. Very passionate celebration. Look at him. 11 frames to 9.
Shika trouble kidogo. Twende. Watu wanashangaa.
So guys, I expect to be maybe in 2 days or so to be deleting this video, because like you may hear, that music is heavily copyrighted. Sometimes I do take the risk, of course, well knowing it's a nightclub. You cannot blame anyone from playing their music. Because while for those of us it is pool that united us to be here, but for these people it is that music. Just look at them.
You are single.
Just so that you may know, there is another frame that is happening, I think. Should be between Kevin Yegon. No, it is between Brian Simiu and Bernard Langat. If somehow the Many team win both, the match will be coming to an end. They will be victorious. If the Morans win both, then we shall have the score at 11 frames apiece. We will be having, of course, 2 more frames at least. And if in those 2 more frames the scores are shared with each team winning 1, then we shall have a decider. And that is Evans Kiprotich playing safety against ST. He's been doing relatively well, ST. And Evans Kiprotich will want to right the wrongs. He lost a very careless frame about 10 to 15 minutes ago when he just spotted both black and white like out of the blue. The easiest black to pot and close distance between white and black. He just aimed at the pot and he didn't give any attention to the movement of the cue ball, with white following black all the way into the pocket. The only way he can seek for forgiveness from his team is if he redeems himself by winning this frame. Maybe he will be. For as long as he has sight of the red that is in between two yellows, the right side of the table, you think he will be in business. He seems to do, but he is choosing to play it last, okay? Hopefully he gets the cue ball manipulation right. He seems to have gotten himself a little snookered. The umpire will be having keen observation. But I think Evans believes he has sight of the red. And he's aiming with a straight line. I think he has sight of the red. And should be winning the frame now with the simplest roll of the cue ball onto the red. Maybe play white a little into the yellow that is rightwards of the red. Black can go into the center pocket on the left. I don't know why he's going for power. Maybe it's not full sight of the red. I think it's not. A little mass shot around the yellow to find red. It is a foul. Fouling at exactly the wrong time of the match. If the Morans don't win this match, it will be one of the bigger disappointments. I don't even know why. The tricky red, he decided to play it last. Advantage, ST. And what a free shot. What a free shot. Should become 12 for the Mane team in the next 1 or 2 minutes. With now ST having all the confidence of first of all having his 7 yellows positioned well, but also a bad red of his opponent. That's when you play with a lot of confidence. You know, even if you miss the yellow, there is a question that pool players normally ask: what will he do? What will Evans do? ST seems to ask. There's another frame happening in the meantime between Bernard Lagat of the Mane team and he's taking on Brian Smith of the Morans. If the Mane team win both frames, they will have won the match. And can Evans stop ST here? Will he get the bank right? Red off the right cushion into the corner pocket at the bottom left. He gets it by luck into the center pocket. The cue ball even luckier. And as for ST, the chance that he got to go for the frame becoming a bit complacent. and missing a yellow to the center pocket with full knowledge that anyway the opponent's ball was a dead red. Now he knows it was not dead. As Vans will want to put the black to the corner pocket at the top of the table, at the top of the screen, sorry. With a normal roll, the cue ball is as safe can be. Only if he plays carelessly under a vein of pressure, the white could go into the center pocket left. Oops, he's playing with power. This of course affects his ability to pot. He gets it in. Oh no! For the second time in the match, Evans Kiprotich pots black and white. The Money team are already celebrating even before it's done. They have 2 frames to try and win one to take victory home. One of them is this, between Brian Simiu as Bernard Lagat of the Money team does have the cue ball to himself in hand and on a free shot. If having a bad day at the office can be described in that word, today that word is Evans. There's nothing that Evans can do about the rest of the match. He has to pray that his teammates win 4 frames in a row, starting with this by Brian Smith. There's another frame happening, by the way, between Patrick Mwangi of the Morans and Rollins Ocheng of the Money team. The shot that Bernard had just played was legal. He does claim and the umpire does agree.
Now listen.
Some of these misses, most especially for the course of this match, have always been punished. Here comes the bank by Bernard Langat. Relatively safe banking. After the match, that could end as long as the Money team win a frame. Action shall be resuming at 11 a.m. East African time tomorrow morning. We shall be having the singles throughout the course of the day. Ladies shall be racing to 4 and men shall be racing to 5.
Everybody. Let's go. Hello.
He has been a very dependable player. Bernard will be playing safety here. And it could be a shot that almost certainly wins the frame and the match for the Money team, unless Brian Simiyu finds the yellow off the cushion as he does come. Seems successful. Yes, it is.
You're killing the boy. Baby, when you wind up, you're killing the boy. This head. Give your tail hard. Everybody, ladies.
And rightly so, Bernard has just played the yellow into red. Now Brian will want to pot and then open up another yellow, play cue ball into it. He does. How about the cue ball? It is just not the day of the Morans. You just cannot be unlucky all these times. Even when they play shots well, something just goes against them. And that one could very easily have been the last shot that any Morans player is having, not just in this match, but also in the entire team event. Of course, there is another frame happening, but it will be inconsequential, whatever Patrick Mwangi does, as long as Bernard Lagat wins this frame. And clearly he will. The easiest pattern, of course, roll the red into the corner pocket at the top left, bounce the cue ball with the top spin a little off the top cushion. Black will be going into the center pocket on the right. He goes for the back spin. He may not have played it to perfection. The black is still cuttable. He's just made it a little bit difficult for himself. There was always an easy option, but he still can win. Inspired by the lead, inspired by the luck, inspired by his own confidence and quality, inspired by the need to make it to the final, but not inspiration enough. Brian has one more chance to play in the frame. Find a way to pot the yellow. With the cue ball almost frozen against the cushion, with yellow just around the midpoint of the table. Almost the ball's positioned as though the penalty spot, penalty shots in pool. He misses the yellow and misses it entirely, and misses the frame and the match, as the money teams Bernard Lagat will be aiming for the black and will be potting it and wins the frame and the match. We shall not have an all Mchana final. It will instead be a team of players from Western Kenya that will be making it into the victory. And these celebrations are in order.
Big shout out to all the ladies tonight who are out on this crew too.
I really don't know what Okacha, please. I don't know what to say. No, we just want to, I think, thank everybody for the support. This has been one of the hardest teams I've seen. And while you're leading this team that has won, well, I was partly involved, but a very strong contingent of players. But what do you have to say about these Mchana players, honestly?
Mchana is a great club. They gave us a good game. But unfortunately, it wasn't their day today. I want to thank my fans. I want to thank fans all around. And I just want to make it clear. There's only one of the best teams in Kisumu, in Nyanza, in Western. And it's the TMT Racket Attack.
I think there you have it. I'll not say much, but we know that this thing is done. It was a very hard match, and going forward, we have a final in our hands. Let's see what happens there. Thank you very much, Jobe.
How much is money tonight? Chicha.
I wish you a good rest of the evening, guys. We meet tomorrow. May the Almighty God bless you. For now, good night.